Greetings, tribe. This is why we have to learn how to lucid dream. I was dreaming one night and I became lucid unexpectedly, and I was in a very interesting location. It felt like it was a very lower type of vibration. I became lucid immediately, and I noticed that I was being held by two beings, and as soon as I became lucid, I asked them, I said, "Who are you?" And they completely ignored me. They looked away. They pretended like they didn't even hear me. But I know that they did, because it was really obvious that they were there. The feeling that I got from them was like, uh-oh, she's awake. And so what they did was they quickly took me to another location, and I kept asking them, and I kept trying to like get them off of me, and I was like, "Let me go. Who are you?" And they wouldn't answer me. They wouldn't even look at me. So eventually, when I was taken to another location, one of the beings got really close to me and started kissing me, and he started, basically, it felt like all of the energy in my body started coming out of my body and out of my mouth into his mouth. He was basically sucking the energy out of me, and I realized this, and it freaked me out. I was like, "Oh shit!" And what I did was I bit him, because I just felt like I needed to get this motherfucker away from me. So I bit him, and he screamed, and he backed away really quickly, and then I woke up. I have a very strong suspicion that there are things happening to us while we're dreaming that we're completely unaware of. I feel like we are powerful and divine beings, but because of our unawareness of our power, and the fact that most of our power has become dormant, that doesn't necessarily mean that other lower beings don't know that we have energy, and I think that we're basically being taken advantage of. That's why I feel like it's important for people to learn how to lucid dream, because when you learn how to lucid dream and you do it more consistently, more regularly, when you get stuck in these dimensions, then you can get out of it quickly. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys can relate to this. If you can, please comment and let me know. I will sleep throughout the night and I'll wake up and I'll still be tired. So I don't know, that's kind of curious. This dream definitely tipped me off to the fact that we need to become more aware in our waking life, and which will translate into becoming more aware in our dreaming life. We go to sleep every night for hours. We're out. What are we doing when we're sleeping? I think we need to find out. So anyway, I have a few practical tips for people who want to lucid dream, for beginners, really. The first one is you have to become more lucid in your daily life. So many times in our lives we're on autopilot. We're not even really paying attention to the colors around us. We're not taking deep breaths. We're not paying attention to the smells around us. We need to engage our senses more. So just practical little tips. Say a color in your head. Red, and then look around at your environment and pick out everything that you see that's red, and then do this like 4, 5, 6 times a day. Then pick another color, blue, and then pick out everything that you see that is the color blue. These types of things are going to translate into your lucid dream. The other thing is, several times a day, stop thinking and just take a deep breath. Feel what it feels like to breathe. Smell your environment. We don't do these types of things because we're so busy. Reality checks were very, very, very helpful to me. There was 2 things that I did. The first one was, throughout the day, I would just count on my fingers to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I could do that, then I knew that I was awake, that I wasn't in a dream. So I would do this 4, 5, 6 times a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I could count, then I knew I was awake. This practice automatically goes into you doing it in your dreams. So when you're dreaming, you'll automatically start doing that too. Now, when the day is going to come when you're going to try to count to 5 on your fingers and you're not going to be able to, your fingers are going to be blurry, or you're going to forget how to count to 5, and that is automatic, and it's going to let you know that you're dreaming, and then you'll become lucid immediately. The other reality check that was very helpful for me was light switches. Throughout the day, every single light switch that you see, turn it on and off, and make sure the light turns on and turns off when you use the switch. You do it several times a day. Every time you see a light switch, this practice automatically goes into your dreams. So when you start dreaming, you'll automatically start doing it in your dreams. The day is going to come when you turn the light switch on and off and nothing is going to happen. It's not going to turn on, it's not going to turn off something. And I remember the first time that this happened to me, when I thought I was, a regular day for me, and I saw a light switch and the light was on, and I turned it off and on, and I was like, boom, right there I knew I was dreaming and I became lucid. I was completely surprised. So it's you can't really tell the difference between your waking life and your dreaming life unless you put these little practices in to help you to get it together. The other thing is set an intention before you go to sleep. Before you go to sleep, say, my intention is to lucid dream tonight. Simple. When you first start lucid dreaming, when you first realize that you're lucid dreaming, you're going to get excited. You're going to get so excited that you're probably going to get out of the lucidity and wake up. A few things that is frustrating, but a few things that can help, two things that's going to help you to not wake up in a lucid dream is, as soon as you realize that you're lucid, rub your hands together. Just rub your hands together. This, I don't have no idea why this works, but I read it somewhere and it does work. As soon as you become lucid, rub your hands together. That's going to help you to kind of calm down and stay in the lucid dream for a longer period of time. The second thing is, as soon as you become lucid, sit down wherever you are and just take a deep breath. You're going to be very excited when you start lucid dreaming, and you're going to want to do everything all at once because you want to take advantage of the time that you're there. In dream time, there is no such thing as time, so you don't have to rush. We have this thing that we do in our daily life. We rush a lot, and so we translate that into our dreams. So in your daily life, try not to rush so much. Try to give yourself more time to do things that you need to do in your life. And so that way you're not rushing so much in your dream. Face your fears in your dreams. Face your fears. For me, ever since I was a kid, I would have these dreams of tidal waves. They scared the shit out of me. I would usually just run the other way. If it wasn't a tidal wave, it was some form of some huge body of water. Tidal waves was the thing that I was most scared of in my dreams. That became a dream symbol for me. So every time that I saw a tidal wave, I would occasionally, eventually I started becoming lucid when I saw it, because I told my subconscious mind in my mind that that is a dream sign for me. So you might have a dream sign of somebody chasing you or you falling or something like that. First of all, say to yourself, okay, this is going to be a dream sign to me. Just say that to yourself. And then the next time that you are faced with that fear, turn around and face it. If somebody's chasing you, turn around and look at it. Most of the time, it's just going to disappear because it's an illusion anyway. That happened to me. A lot of times when once I got out of my fear of the tidal wave, I would turn around and face it, and it would usually just disappear. And then from that point on, I would become lucid. So face your fears in your dreams. That, in so many ways, is going to help you to become lucid, and it's going to also help you to face the fears in your waking life. So please comment. I want to know you guys' experience with negative entities in dreams or astral projections and lucid dreaming. Peace. I hope this helps.